So today is our Yin practice, a great way to finish up the first month of the year. So there's lots of savasana in between our positions, and that's where we're going to start today is right in savasana. You guys can come right down onto your back, laying nice and long. And just let go into the relaxation of your mat, surrendering down, letting go of just everything up to this point today. Let's go ahead and gently, you're gonna bring yourself up into seated position. Take your time, slowly making your way there. We're gonna take one leg out and do half of a butterfly position, and you're gonna bring the other foot into that inner thigh. Focusing towards that straight leg, you're just going to lengthen up and kind of walk yourself out. If you want, you can use a yoga block either on your thigh or down on the lower part of the leg, and you can just rest your forehead on it and let yourself just relax here. Remembering in our Yin practice, we're holding each position for about 3 minutes. And you are not really trying to work to get to a certain level. You're really trying to find stillness and just allowing gravity to do the rest. If anything gets a little too sticky or spicy, you can always back off and just adjust. But just try to find some stillness in your mind and in your body. be connected to your breath throughout all of this. I've come to believe that each of us has a personal calling that's as unique as a fingerprint, and that the best way to succeed is to discover what you love and then find a way to offer it to others in the form of service, working hard, and also allowing the energy of the universe to lead you. I've come to believe that each of us has a personal calling that's as unique as a fingerprint, and that the best way to succeed is to discover what you love and then find a way to offer it to others in the form of service, working hard, and also allowing the energy of the universe to lead you. So let's gently rise up and out. And we're going to go ahead and switch to the other leg. So just very gently move from one side of the position to the other. And then go ahead and settle in here, knowing that it might feel a little different. Use the yoga blocks to support you in any way that might be helpful. Your knee is elevated up, you can prop the block underneath it. And just observe how everything feels here, maybe noticing that it's a little bit different on this side compared to the other side. Let's gently start to rise up and out. We're going to make our way back in. And then now these in-between savasanas are a little bit shorter than the initial one, a little bit shorter than our final one. It just gives the body a little moment to just absorb what we just did before it. Let's go ahead and gently make our way up to seated. We're going to take those 2 half butterflies that we did and put it together into our full butterfly. So bottom of the feet come together. You can pull your feet in as much as it works for you, but also try to pull your sit bones back. And again, yoga blocks underneath your knees might be helpful. You can hold your feet or your ankles. You can fold a little forward if you have space. But once you're there, just try to find that stillness, that connectedness to breath. All of that other stuff will still be there waiting for you when we get done with this practice. You probably wouldn't worry about what people think of you if you could know how seldom they do. probably wouldn't worry about what people think of you if you could know how seldom they do. So let's gently rise up and out of butterfly, pushing those knees together. And again, you're going to make your way back into Savasana, feeling that blood flow, moving back into those areas we were just working. Just let yourself get heavy on the floor momentarily. Let's gently rise back up. Slowly, slowly. We're going to make our way on to our knees. And if you know that low kneeling position is difficult for you, you can always start or do the full position with the block underneath your hips or some sort of behind your knees. You can also kneel in a way that your hands are on the floor, providing a bit of a buffer. If kneeling feels okay and you want to get a little bit more of an ankle stretch, you can lean back a little bit and hover the knees off the ground. And you can kind of go back and forth between any or all of those options. And let's gently come on out of that one. It's not one I want to spend as much time in, and I'm sure you appreciate that. You're going to come all the way down onto your stomach now for prone Savasana. You're going to turn your head to one side and just let your arms rest at your side. to gently rise up. And this time you have a choice. You can either into pigeon pose or back onto your back or figure four. Coming into pigeon, you're going to lift yourself up, bring one leg forward. The other leg goes back. And you can put a block underneath the hip on the side that you're stretching. Lifting up, and then you can lengthen out forward for figure four. Find your sweet spot. Breathe, breathe. Angels can fly because they take themselves lightly. Angels can fly because they take themselves lightly. Let's gently come out of whichever position you're in and switch it to the other side. Take your time if you're coming into pigeon. When you get there, really lengthen up through the chest and then lengthen the floor. Again, you can use your yoga block in either position to support you into a better version of that feeling with either pose. And slowly start to come on out of that position. And we're going to make our way back into Savasana on our stomachs again. And you're going to turn your head to the opposite side of where you turned it the first time you were there, if you remember. Typically, you're going to turn it onto the side that's probably going to feel less comfortable or less normal. And just take a moment there. Notice how that last position is landing in that hip region, how it's moving throughout the rest of the body. From this Savasana position, you're going to bring your arms up. You're going to come onto your forearms. Your elbows will be under your shoulders, your palms flat. We're lifting into a nice Sphinx position here. A little baby back bend. And if that position becomes uncomfortable for you, you can always just lower yourself down, stacking your hands and resting your chin on your hands. That is still very much a back bend position. So just honor where you're at. And if by any chance you want something a little bit bigger, and bring your hands to the corner of your mat and rise up onto your fingertips for seal pose. Kind hearts are the gardens. Kind thoughts are the roots. Kind words are the flowers. And kind deeds are the fruits. Take care of your garden and keep out the weeds. Fill it with sunshine, kind words, and kind deeds. Kind hearts are the gardens. Kind thoughts are the roots. Kind words are the flowers, and kind deeds are the fruits. Take care of your garden and keep out the weeds. Fill it with sunshine, kind words, and kind deeds. Let's gently bring yourself back down into prone savasana. Turn your head in one direction or the other, or you can just rest your forehead on top of your hands. Notice how it feels to get out of that back bend. Let's go ahead and gently bring yourself up and then back into child's pose. So you can either do sort of classic child's pose with your knees close together, or widen the knees towards the edges of your mat, opening those hips and sinking back that way. If you want to identify me, ask me not where I live or what I like to eat or how I comb my hair, but ask me what I am living for in detail. Ask me what I think is keeping me from living fully for the thing I want to live for. If you want to identify me, ask me not where I live or what I like to eat or how I comb my hair, but ask me what I'm living for in detail. Ask me what I think is keeping me from living fully for the thing I want to live for. Gently bring yourself out of child's pose. We're going to turn over onto our back now and make our way into happy baby. So you're going to lay on your back, either support yourself on the back of your thighs, or if you can reach up to the inside of your feet, take a hold there and just play around here. You can rock a little bit side to side and press down through your low back, through your sacrum. From there, let's go ahead, drop those feet down, hug the knees in towards your chest, and then gently drop them over to one side, opening the arms up in a T position. The eyes can look straight up, or you can turn them in the opposite direction of your knees. Whatever works. You want to deepen the stretch in the back. Try to straighten out the bottom leg, and that will give the top leg a little bit more room to move towards the floor, and you'll feel a little bit more stretch in that back. Go ahead and gently make our way back to center, bringing our knees back in. And then from there, we're going to roll them over to the other side, lower them down. Open those arms right back up. Take your head in the best position for you. Go ahead and gently come back to center, and then make your way in to final Savasana. Just the way we started, maybe feeling a little longer, a little bit more relaxed. A little final reading from Journey to the Heart. Honor winter's lesson. See the pine trees and learn their lesson, a friend once said. Pine trees are nature's reminder that growth continues even in the winter. Winter is an important season in our lives. It is more than a time of coldness and snow. It's a time of going within, a time to rest from the work that's been done, a time to prepare for the lessons ahead. Long for the sun on your shoulders, but let the frost and cold come. The ground has been left fallow in preparation for nourishing the seeds of new life. Honor winter's lesson despite this time of lifelessness and inactivity. This is still a season of growth. Trust what's being worked out in your soul. The snow will melt, the sun will shine again. The time will come to remove your heavy garb and return to the activity of life. Cherish the winter, cherish its quietness, the time of going within to rest and heal. Cherish this time of preparation that must come before new life. Cherish the hope that lies beneath the snow. Gently start to bring a little bit of movement to your body, fingers and toes, hands and feet. Maybe stretch those arms right up overhead, getting nice and long. And then giving yourself another hug of your knees to your chest. Rolling a little bit side to side and right over onto one side before pressing yourself back up to seated position. Once back up, we can inhale, reach our arms up. Exhale, bring the hands right down to heart center. Taking a moment to further acknowledge yourself for showing up today, doing all of this good work or allowing gravity to do this work for your body at this time. Let's bring our thumbs right up to our third eye and acknowledge each other and the work we did together, and bow in namaste. Excellent.